Assalamualaikum, greetings and peace be upon you. Welcome again to our podcast episode of BapaHebat Ayahku series brought to you by BapaHebat SG. This podcast program is sponsored by Center for Leadership Forum and supported by Yayasan Mendaki. My name is Hadi Salleh and I am a volunteer with BapaHebat SG. We are here at Studio 5 Spaces for this podcast recording. The theme for our podcast series this year is Ayahku, and we have invited celebrities, public figures, and people from all walks of life to be on our show. Our guest today is a public figure who shares the same acronym as celebrities and sports legends such as Michael Jackson, Mick Jagger, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, to name a few. Let's introduce her. She is our very own MJ, the Honorable Madam Mariam Jaafar.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you, Hadi. Nice to be here. I remember when we were young, he was doing O-levels as an independent candidate for English literature. Because
How old was he then?
he was probably like 40.
Wow.
Yeah,
amazing.
so like O-levels, A-levels, I think, because he really loved Shakespeare and Julius Caesar, and so
Did he pass?
would still, he did well. He got a distinction.
Wonderful.
Right, so that to me was like, okay, he's still learning things at that age, and so that became my. So you always have this belief that learning is lifelong, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Learning never stops.
Correct.
Right. Okay. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's share about his pet peeves and his, what are the things that you girls did to piss him off,
I think the biggest one probably was to hide his cigarettes.
Okay,
he was a heavy smoker.
Okay.
I think from his youth, actually. I
Right,
think he probably started smoking very, very young,
Yeah.
and so
They all do back then.
Yeah, back then, and it's construction and
Yeah.
things like that. So it was. And then you go to school and they tell you smoking's bad for you.
So who would hide you or your sister?
Both of us
Both of
together.
you. Okay.
You like say, hey, let's hide his cigarettes.
Okay.
And then he can't find it and then he gets very angry. So those were, things like that we would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other things like
My brother got him way more mad, right? Because he was catching spiders and selling spiders and things like that, right? So
boys, right?
boys,
will
yeah,
be boys,
will
yeah.
be boys, yeah.
Okay.
When my sister was going to university, so she was the first in our family to go, right?
Did she go to local or overseas?
Local. She went to
okay.
NTU, yeah.
But
so-
the following year, you were going to Stanford.
I had a scholarship,
I know,
so,
but
yeah.
was he worried? Like, oh my God, how
Probably, but he didn't let on. I think he was encouraging. I think I had a cousin who was, she's Malaysian, but I had a cousin who was at Stanford, so that helped, I think.
Okay.
But I think after some time, look, I certainly never thought when I was young that I would get to go overseas and study, not once but twice, right? And I had no idea. The job I'm doing now, I had no idea what that was when I was growing up, right? But everything you did opens up your world a little bit more, and he always encouraged us to go out and try and get try new things.
Can you recall his reaction when you tell him the news?
Yeah, that I was going to Stanford.
Yeah, that you did well for your exam,
okay.
and you're going to Stanford. I don't know whether he has heard
he
of
said
Stanford.
congratulations. He
like,
was very happy. The
but-
whole family was very happy. I think,
yeah, but how did he show it? Like how,
As
I'm sure
usual.
he's very proud of you.
Yeah.
Right? Very, very proud of you, right?
Yeah.
But your dad, you know him better than any of us, So how did he show?
He doesn't show. I said
Okay.
no. I said as a family, we will just go out to dinner and celebrate and things like that, right?
Where you can see tears or anything. Yeah?
But I think he does do. He frames our PSLE certificates and puts them up.
Okay, yeah.
So we know it's important. And later in life, you hear people tell you that, oh yeah, your dad always, when you were overseas, he would always talk about you and how proud he was of you and things like that. So we know that he talks to that he is very proud, right? But he's not the sort that would really be too enthusiastic about it at home. But yeah, I mean, it was very evident that he was happy when we did well. Yeah.
Okay, so when you have achieved, or rather when you have reached that kind of standard, right? Or rather you have sort of like formed that kind of a standard, were your brothers did your brothers get any pressure from him to emulate you?
He would always tell my brother, "I think you're smarter than your sister."
Oh, he would do that. That's how
he always does
that's
it.
how
Yeah,
he
so that's an encouraging way,
downplay
right?
the pressure, I suppose.
Correct, and he was. Well, no, I think it also adds pressure, right? You can do it.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
He did want them to aim high. Even to my niece, he will tell them, "I think yes, Zara, you're much cleverer than your mak lang." So
They call you mak lang,
but it
is
is to actually I think give them confidence and things like that.
Yeah.
But it works differently with girls and boys, I think.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I have 4 boys, like I told you. I have 4 boys. It's easier to manage them. For me, as a
Okay.
dad,
Yeah.
it's easier to manage them than the one girl that I have. But your dad,
I think
somehow
the
or other,
opposite, yeah.
he managed the 2
I
girls
mean, the
very
twins
well.
always had some. Their names are Adam and Elias, so A and E.
Okay.
And part of the time I was growing up, when they were growing up, I was of course in university in the US, and they would get into all kinds of emergencies. So every time I call home, what the A and E do now, we fall from trees lah, burn their legs with, their skin with some with an iron and things like that. So I think boys are different.
What do you think he worried the most about you when you are not around? I mean, we're not here in Singapore. What do you think was like worries him the most? I mean, like, is it money, or is it, whether you're eating or your safety? Or...
Yeah, so I think probably safety, because I was certainly no one in my family had ever gone overseas for university
Right.
before, right? And all by yourself, So, yeah. So he always asks about, like, don't go out too late at night, that kind of thing. Okay. So, stay safe. He had this phrase. Don't. Sometimes you need more than a reminder. He always used, whenever we did anything stupid or bad, he would say,
Sometimes you
need more than a reminder.
More than a reminder. Okay. In Malay or in English?
In English.
In English,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like, sometimes you have to face the consequences of your actions, right?
Right.
So that's more than a reminder.
I see.
And so he will always, I'm reminding you, but don't let it be something that you need more than a reminder of.
How do you communicate with your family, your dad, when you were there? You write letters or you call?
No, call.
Call.
Yeah.
Like once a week, once a month. We don't
No.
have mobile phones.
No, not so often. But we had email already.
We had email already, right?
Yeah, I
oh,
think so.
okay.
Yeah.
Do we?
ICQ.
Okay.
IRC. Yeah.
So okay. So and then when you call him, he must talk to you.
Of course. Yeah. What did you eat? Where did you go? Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
So what did you get from that? Is it like he's more concerned about your well-being, or he's worried that you are not doing well?
No,
studying
it was
well?
actually more of just he was. I felt it was more he was interested in what was going on in on campus or even more broadly in the U.S. Right. So anytime he read some news that was happening in the U.S.,
Right.
even if it was politics, or I think. Bill Clinton was president during my time when I was in the US. So he would ask me like, "Oh, what did Bill Clinton do about it?" I'm like, "You think I know Bill Clinton?" like it is, but like he liked to discuss politics and and current affairs and things like that, right? And ask my opinion about what I saw in the US and. Yeah.
Are you chatty? Were you chatty with him, or was he chatty with you?
In moments. So he generally was a very quiet guy, but he wants to, like I said, he's a man with deep conviction. So when it's certain topics, and then he will really, But he was also spending a lot of time in Malacca because he had just, I think around that time he just retired. Yeah. So. He built a house in Malacca by himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He built the entire house
So
himself.
this is one of those amazing things he did, right? So he hired some construction workers.
Right.
He did he had no architecture training or whatever, but he designed the house. And then he just hired workers. And then he thought they were too slow, so he would go and like build it himself.
And he was like what, in his 50s then?
Yeah, late 50s, maybe 50s. Yeah.
Is the house still there?
Yes, we still go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we
read
still
the
go.
address below. We will visit the house built by the late Mr. Jafar Harun, Cikgu Jafar Harun.
And he would change things like every once in a while. He would change things, Like first there would be a porch, then he built a big car park, and then he built a swing for the children, the grandchildren.
Did you have
and
fond
then a
memories
barbecue
there?
pit.
Did you have fond memories of the house?
Mixed. So he actually that house now we call it Villa Sungai, but before at that
Villa?
time he used to call it Villa Masa Manis. Because there was bittersweet, right? Because he and my mom would get into big fights about the house. Like, why are you moving the house?
Really? Okay.
Why are you spending so much money there? And who's going to go there? Like that sort of thing. And because he kept adding stuff to it and changing it it was like a never-ending project, But now it's called Villa Anak Sungai, which I think Jaffa means Anak Sungai.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
apparently. That's what I was told before. Yeah.
Villa Anak Sungai. Okay, which part of Malacca is that?
Alo Gajah, Kampung Gadit.
Okay, all right. We'll find it.
Okay.